Here with the Lord of the Smoke.
What's going on?
What's good, Jay?
Chilling. I just checked out Team Combat League for the first time.
What'd you think?
Very exciting. No, on some real shit though. It's like watching. It's crazy because I know most of the fighters from our squad, but like you can't really get bored because every round is a fresh round. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, and you know they're trying to get to each other and hurt each other because they only have that round. So it's just always it's always a moment where you on your toes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And everybody participating and the fans is yelling. I mean, it's a lot going on.
Yo, as a fighter, is this like having an amateurs like all in like one season because you see multiple styles?
I would guess so, yeah, because it's going down. You got to get to it. Like back in the day in the amateurs, you couldn't pick. You know what I mean, who you gonna fight, especially like in tournaments. You run into who you run into, and this is similar. You got to run into whoever, and then you got to get to him. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I like it though.
It was guys in there that got 30 fights. It was guys in there versus guys with 10 fights.
Yeah, you see, but that's what I'm saying. You got 3 minutes. All that don't matter when you in there. You just gotta get to it. And I like what I saw tonight. Some good fights. You
think this is a good situation for Greg Hackett farewell tour?
I mean, as long as we throwing hands, I'm in. So I mean, if it's rumbling, I'm good with that. So I definitely will fuck with it. I would have to get down though. I ain't fucking with no heavyweights anymore. You know what I mean? 3-minute sprints, but
fucking Ray Robinson was in there with a career light heavyweight. Yeah. And he fought at 40. Didn't Ray fought at 40 too?
Ray might have started out at 40, 47.
That's 54. Insane, yo.
Yeah, and gave him a run for his money. Great match.
Internet broke yesterday. Yeah. A fight that we talked about.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia tested positive for PEDs.
Yeah.
You know, he came out, I ain't gonna say making excuses, but calling for conspiracy.
Right.
What'd you think when you first heard it?
It's crazy because thinking about boxing today is more of this shit happening like more often than usual than it should. I've heard of guys using PEDs. I've seen guys who was on it. But I didn't think he would go this far, you know what I mean, to beat Devin Haney. If he did do it, then Devin Haney should look at it like a positive thing because that would mean the only way somebody could get you is off of PEDs. If he didn't do it, then he did a great job at what he did. You know what I mean? Which I originally gave him his props because I picked him to lose if it went the distance. He won the fight. He did it. He did a great job. But if he did it off of the PEDs, I mean, I don't know, man. Something got to be done. If it was my family member or my fighter, I would be looking for blood myself, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. Because this is a serious matter.
Now, you can get it taken off your record. It could be a no contest, but you can't take the punches off your jaw. You can't take the punches off your head, your body.
Exactly. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. You went in there trying to not only win, you was trying to inflict real damage and real pain. You was trying to possibly put this guy out of his misery. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you cheat, it's for an advantage. So if you're in a regular fight and you pull out a weapon, you're trying to kill me. So you take PEDs, that's how I'm looking at it. You trying to kill me. You turned it into an MMA fight. You turned it into something else. So it's like, I don't know, man. It kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, though, as a coach. You know what I mean? I don't wish that on anybody, but I definitely don't wish that on my own guys. Like being there with somebody that's, off of performance enhancement drugs.
If the investigation proves that Ryan Garcia is guilty, what should come of it? Like, do you think he could ever bounce back?
I would hate to say ban him for life because this is how a lot of guys make their money. You know what I mean? I would, but he got to sit down at least 3 years. If they sat Ali down for 3 years for not jumping in the draft to be in the Army, then they should sit him down at least for 3 years for cheating. You know what I mean?
Shit, even before that, right? This week, you had Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. Seems like it's Gervonta Davis versus everybody.
Yeah.
Tank said that Floyd was being held captive, kinda, in Dubai over old money.
Yeah.
Floyd said Tank's a little zesty. What you make of like they're back and forth. It seems like this has been going on subliminally for years, but now it's out and open.
It could be a thing where it is something between them, but I feel like it's just an algorithm thing. I think they're doing this so that their names stay relevant. Tank is getting ready to fight Frank Martin, so all press is good press. I mean, Floyd just loved press. So if they playing around, they're doing a great job playing around. If they did serious, they still doing a great job because they're being talked about. But I also think it's corny because what's the point? Ain't nothing gonna come out of it. They ain't gonna fight each other. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, I really don't care.
It seems like we're seeing this over and over again with promoters, or whether it's a trainer, former fighter, promoter, former fighter. It seemed like it's just a whole bunch of vitriol. Yeah. Like, is that what boxing is? Is that the kind of business it is?
Nah, it's just that's the new thing with all the exploitation going on. That's how you get a rise out of everybody. You know what I mean? You faking beefs and shit like that. If me and you start talking about each other, this shit will go crazy. You know what I mean? Because as far as they know, we Shaq and Kobe right now. So if I be like, fuck YSM now, they be like, oh shit, everybody like, what's going on with them? And I mean, that's what it feel like to me, one of them type of things. But meanwhile, we both eating off it. You know what I mean? So
shit, maybe we should start fake beef, right?
I mean, maybe it can happen. And one day it'll happen. Because the way this shit is.
We're going to have to delete this interview so people actually think that it's real. Yo, but who's right and who's wrong in this situation, though?
Between Tank and
Floyd.
I mean, they both talking shit. It's really not a right or wrong because Floyd retired. He done what he did as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He made the money he was gonna make. He out the way. Tank rolling right now. So really, it's not a thing like where we really care. I mean, if he is over there stuck, I mean, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Let's hope he get back home at least. You know what I mean? See his folks.
I mean, he definitely's in Dubai. Definitely.
And then at the same time, Floyd saying that Tank know what he did and he know what he be doing. So you gotta watch yourself. But they gonna live their life and do what they want. So it really don't matter. I can't say nobody wrong.
Last question. Another promoter, former fighter beef. Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya have it out. Shit almost end up knuckling at the press conference. Yo, this has been going on for years, and they've been very vocal with taking shots at each other. Yeah. But this is the first time they've ever taken shots right in front of each other.
Yeah. Now theirs is more. I feel like it's more personal because they had more time in than Floyd and Tank. You know what I mean? His whole career in America has been pushed by Golden Boy. You know what I mean? And I guess Canelo Alvarez found out some things about Oscar and about how they was handling business. He didn't like it, got up out of there, and now I don't owe you anything. I can say whatever I want to you. You know what I mean? And I can mean it. And I don't gotta say sorry later or none of that. Because you're not the guy that's giving me my check. You're not writing my check. So and De La Hoya, De La Hoya is still trying to save face, but De La Hoya it's looking crazy for De La Hoya because he just got out of the Ryan fight where everybody was giving him praises, but then you know what I mean? It's like, damn, dog, he was on steroids. And then at the same time, they also was getting criticized because when he lost the Tank, he was nowhere to be found. He beat Devin Haney. They beat him to the press conference. Shit get crazy, you know what I mean? So he's showing their colors without showing their colors, you know what I mean? But it's just, the game crazy right now. The game is crazy.
Would you be surprised if it ever got physical between them?
Yeah, it could definitely get physical because it's two fighters. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, De La Hoya, he done a lot in boxing, and he not just gonna let Canelo do too much. Like, he ain't gonna let him get too crazy. But at the same time, Canelo probably, he got a lot boiling. You know what I mean? He mad about something. He want to get his shit off. So yeah.
I feel like as fans, we forget that Oscar De La Hoya is still a dirty dude from East LA. Yeah. Canelo's still a dirty dude from Mexico, right? They come from real places where they do real things, and they fighters at heart. Right. So forget the money, like they still men. You know what I mean?
And it can happen. And De La Hoya, gotta understand, De La Hoya was Canelo before Canelo. So
he was.
And I mean,
with a real resume.
Yeah, you're not gonna get too disrespectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's that type of thing. Great. mean, Canelo's a great fighter. Oscar was a great fighter. I mean, definitely could happen. I mean, but they might be on to something. They might make some money off of that fight. Because I saw De La Hoya had the airbrush abs and all that shit. It looked like he was in shape. So he might be ready to go. You never know.
Yo, Oscar was one of my favorites growing up.
Yeah.
Canelo's one of my favorites now. I would pay to see that shit. Yo.
Yeah, that'd be a great fight. That'd be a great fight. I don't think Oscar will last too long, but it'd be a great fight.
Nah, but Oscar will go off swinging.
No, I think he got like 5 rounds in it. 4. Yeah, that'd be a wrap.